So I tried YouTube automation and I made $0. Now in this case study, I'm going to be walking you through a channel that we're actually building from scratch for a partner. Now a partner is someone that we build, manage, and grow the YouTube channel for. Now I'll be the first one to say it. YouTube automation is not a thing. It's just a buzzword that marketers created. Now I do believe that automation as a service is a great business model, but you have to understand when you're buying automation as a service, you're buying someone's back end. So if someone has a trucking business and you pay them $80,000 to set up a trucking business for you and get passive income, you're actually paying them for their back end. You're paying them for their systems, their processes, how well they actually understand the business and how well they're actually doing in business. So if you buy YouTube automation from someone that doesn't really understand the business, you're ultimately going to lose money and get scammed. And that's what happened to me. I actually paid someone named Chase Namick, who has been in the YouTube automation space for a long time. He didn't scam me. He's a great guy. I just paid money and I was uneducated. So I spent money to partner and have his team run the channel and do the content and choose the titles. I was very ignorant. I lost over $20,000 because I didn't understand the business. I relied on them to do the titles, the thumbnails, the most important parts of this business, right? So if you've never read The Cash Flow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki, you want to understand how this actually works. YouTube automation, YouTube as a service is actually a business. So there's 4 quadrants. You have employee, that's a 9 to 5. You have self-employed, this is when you work for yourself. You have business owner, this is when the business makes money, right? You're the CEO, the founder, and the business grows. You have people working for you. And then you have an investor. So when someone is doing YouTube automation, you are an investor because you're paying a team to run the business for you so you can make passive income. And so what I want to explain in this case study is the step-by-step process of how we actually do this, because showing this back end is going to help give you more confidence so you understand what this business actually is and how it can be beneficial, and so you don't get scammed. All right, so let's get right into it. Let's go over the overview of what I'm going to be talking about in this case study. Now, who am I? I'm going to be talking about myself, of course, so you know that you're not listening to just someone off the streets, right? Because the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. And so you want to find someone at the point B that actually has success and figure out how to get from where you currently are to your desired situation. And so that's what I'm going to be talking about. Also, what do we do? So what is my company, Content and Cash Flow? What do we do? How do we do it? Why do we do it? And I'm going to be going over the pillars of YouTube automation. And you can see here every pillar: research, team, test, optimize, and how we scale. So let's get right into it. So who am I? Well, my name is William Beard. I'm the founder of Content and Cash Flow, and I got my background from marketing. So I had an advertising agency, so I understand social media on the scientific level, meaning I help companies grow, e-commerce companies, service-based businesses grow with YouTube ads, Facebook ads. We didn't have TikTok at the time, but mainly Facebook was our bread and butter. And I worked for a YouTube ad agency, and that's how I actually understood the power of YouTube and how YouTube is the new television. So I was able to see it from a different point of view, right? To grow a business, usually you have to pay for attention. You have to pay the Facebook machine. You have to pay YouTube to put your offer in front of people. Well, in this business model, it's actually the opposite. You're getting paid for attention. And so I like this business model a lot better, because in order for me to scale my company, I just had to invest into people, content creators, and I could scale exponentially because media compounds over time. And so you can see here some of the results from our channels, our recent channels. We made over 6 figures. It's very easy to make 6 figures on a channel when you have the right steps. Once again, the fastest way from point A to point B is a straight line. So if you want these results, this is from years of me failing, spending money and failing. I've been doing this for 4 years, right? And if you want to see something I just recorded live, you can come here and see a screenshot of this channel we just started in March. So you can see the numbers here. This is per day. So imagine making $300 to $1,000 per day, right? So what do we do exactly? Well, we build, we acquire, we scale, and we exit social media channels. More specifically, YouTube. We're now branching off into Snapchat, and we also have management. And I didn't build these companies on purpose. Actually, we needed a need for management, just like real estate. If you have properties and you don't want to deal with a tenant, guess what? You have to hire property management. So I realized that a lot of these channels that we were building, for investors, people didn't want to run them themselves. So we started a management firm. So now we manage channels as well. We also created a content creation agency. Why? Because that's the most important part of this business, is the content creation piece. So we have a content creation agency, and we also have a consultancy. And so we teach people how to do this, because if I can teach people how to think like me and build channels like myself, I was able to scale. So now we're also teaching people as well. Now, how do we do it? So word of mouth, we're not running any ads at all. All of our business comes from word of mouth and partnerships. And just like what I'm going to show you in this video, the channel that we're currently building for a partner, a partnership just means that instead of just giving you a course and saying, here, figure it out, we actually show you, we build with you and we build for you. And so there's two different options, right? You can come in and you can see our methods. I'll teach you how to do it. You'll learn exactly how we do the process, how we build the channel, how we choose an untapped niche, all the details. And then also, if you're more of an investor and you don't really want to do this, you want to be hands off, then we build for you. And that's what I'm going to show you in this case study. And then also content. So I'll put out tons of content like this, just showing people what's possible, showing people behind the scenes, because there's not a lot of transparency in this market. Now, why do we do it? Well, we want to control and own attention, because we want to distribute that attention to other businesses, our businesses included, to scale them, because attention is the new currency. So if you're able to take attention and get paid for it and create it out of thin air for pennies on the dollar, you have a monopoly. And so that's what we're creating. And also my legacy. I understand that content outlasts us forever, like books, right? We can read about Andrew Carnegie, Rockefeller all day. Their books, their legacies outlive them. And so I want my legacy to be all about media and leaving my footprint behind and making the world a better place, because media has gotten tainted. And then private equity. I ultimately want to get into private equity. So without further ado, let's get right into the training. This is the pillars of YouTube automation. And you may want to write something down and watch this a few times, because it's going to be a good chunk of information, but it's no fluff. This is exactly what we do, A to B. We grow channels very quickly. You're going to see one of the example channels if you continue to watch. So first thing we do is research. So here's our 6 or 7 figure cash cow strategy. So when you start off a YouTube channel, the niche research is one of the most important things. There's a few aspects when it comes to a good niche, and here's a few points that we actually look at. So is the niche saturated? A niche would be considered saturated when there's too many channels hopping onto the niche in the same style of videos. You're able to make sure it's not saturated by looking up popular topics in YouTube search and check how many channels have been posting videos about it in the last months. Are there a lot of younger channels hopping on the same niche? And if they do not get big enough results in their videos, you may be looking at a saturated niche with a lot of competition. So choosing to continue searching for a less saturated niche will make it easier to get more traffic sent to you by YouTube, as there's less competition for viewers to go to. So in layman terms, supply and demand, that's all YouTube is. YouTube is a real estate company. And so people pay YouTube, advertisers pay YouTube, and YouTube then puts their advertisements on videos that have a lot of attention. And so YouTube is consistently searching for a place to put these ads. And so what they search for is, what are people interested in? And so that's the supply side, that's the demand side. So we supply that demand by creating videos around stuff that people actually want to watch. And we go into niches that are not very competitive. And so I'm going to show you an example of this, of how we actually do this. And so things that show potential for us in a niche, and I can do this live for you, is the date of the first video. So when was the first video uploaded, the amount of average views per video, the amount of subscribers in this short amount of time, the length of the videos, if it's faceless, and the quality, right? Because if we're competing with that channel, we don't want them to have like $2,000 type of videos, because we don't want to compete with that, right? So we would like the research channels to not be older than 3 months, as this will show if there's still potential to this date, and it's not something that only worked a while ago. So we want to see a high amount, excuse me. So we want to see a high amount of views on average per video, not just a high amount of views on one video. This will give us enough information about the potential. So mostly we're looking for channels that do 30 to 50K plus views on average in this short amount of time. This will show incredible potential, and the risk to try the niche out will be as low as possible. So high risk, low risk, high reward. The amount of subscribers is less important, but it shows the niche is able to make the audience connected to the channel and start a community. A community is valuable for a channel, as people will come back to new uploads, and subscribers bring up the value of a channel as well. We want to work with 8+ minute videos ourselves, as that makes it possible for YouTube to input mid-roll ads. So this brings in extra revenue. We want to see the research channel do this as well to make sure this type of content works with 8-minute length of videos. If the channel is not faceless, the character on the screen might be the reason the channel has had the amount of views. So we want to research only faceless channels. The quality of the videos from the research channel is also important. Are the videos trashy, and would we be able to do a lot better? That's good, as we will be able to gather more views in this channel. But are the videos extremely professional and well organized? It would be harder to compete with it, and it may be the reason that they have this many views. So I also go into how do we find good niche research. So the main thing is you want to go to YouTube search, and you want to, so let's come in here. So you want to come into search, and you just, sometimes you use a random word generator, but I was actually able to find this particular niche by just going onto YouTube and looking at the homepage, right? So we can see here, rustic restorations, right? This channel has 70,000 subs, and if you go to videos, it literally only has like 9 videos, right? And all the videos are getting millions of views. So sometimes you can find like golden niches just by just looking on YouTube, just looking on the YouTube homepage. So I'm gonna put in the search bar archaeology. So archaeology, sorry, and I'm gonna go to filters, and I'm gonna do this month. Why? Because I want to find videos that are popping off now, and I want to do 4 to 20 minutes. So I'm not looking for shorts, and then I want it to sort by view count. So now what it's gonna show me is I'm looking for faceless channels. So 1 month ago, this video got 241,000 views. Has a lot of subscribers though. So to me, that channel's been around a long time. So I want to look for something that's more newer. Okay, a lot of subscribers here. Too many for me to really want to check it out. Okay, this one, let's click here. Let's see what we get. How many videos? When's the last time they posted a video? Like how? The ultimate. See if this is a new channel or not. Okay, so, okay, longer than I would like. So let's go back here. Let's look for something. Okay, all of these have a lot of subs. I'm not gonna click on these. Let's see, something should come up. Okay, let's look at this one. 32,000 subs. How many videos? When did they start posting? 7 months ago. Okay. I'm looking for something very recent. Okay, here we go. So the Forbidden Fouls, right? 1,000 subs, 19,000 views 6 days ago. So let's look here. This is interesting. So channel's not monetized yet. Let's look at when they first started uploading. Let's see here. Okay, 3 weeks ago. Perfect. So this channel just started uploading not even a month ago, right? And you can see here 6 views, 19 views, 10 views. Not a lot of views, right? But media compounds. You just need one video. And so let's go here. Let's see here. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, 725 views. 3 weeks. Let's see. Then they got 14,000. Then 1,000. Let's see here if they got anything super viral. Let's go by popular. So 34,000 views 8 days ago, 30,000 views, 19,000 views. So this channel is about to be monetized. They have the subs. They're just probably waiting on the watch hours, which is definitely going to come. So this gets our attention. This is something that we can build around. We found some, if we compare it to real estate, we found some land that investors don't know is valuable land yet. We found an area that's very valuable, but we can go in and start building right away. So then when investors realize, hey, this is valuable land, we need to build here and buy here, we've already established ourselves and we got in early, right? Because the money is made before the trend starts, right? So you always want to be early to the party. And so now that we know this niche, what we're going to do is we're going to start prepping, right? So now we kind of got a niche that we're interested in. So We're gonna come back here. So now that we got a niche that we're interested in, we can now start doing our deeper into our keyword research, right? So what we're gonna do is we're going to go to top keywords, and I use a software called vidIQ. vidIQ is gonna give us these keywords. So you wanna think of your keywords as your land, supply and demand. Remember that, always remember that, write that down. Supply and demand, that's all YouTube is. So the keywords becomes the content, and the content becomes the cash flow. Now why? Because the keywords are what people are searching. The keywords have supply and demand attached to them, right? So if I put in archaeological finds or archaeology or mysterious or discovery, if I put in any of these keywords into vidIQ, it's going to spit out a search volume to me. It's going to give me, let's just do an example here, right? It's going to actually give me some stats that lets me know. So let's just do the highest rated one, archaeological finds. So archaeological finds gets 1,500 searches a month, right? Medium competition level. This is good. This means that we can come in right away and start putting videos about archaeological finds or using these keywords, and we'll get search volume right away. We'll start getting views. Now, facts gets almost 2 million searches a month. Amazing, discovery, Egypt, once again, Pompeii. All of these keywords are bringing us views, which brings us revenue ultimately, which brings us the passive income. And so you want to start looking at these keywords as your real estate, as your rental properties. So you want to build content around these, and over time, that's where the compound happens. Just imagine it's like stocks, right? The more stocks you have in your portfolio, the more money you make over time. The more you keep reinvesting into the stock portfolio, the more it grows. It's the same thing. The more content we keep putting out, the more the channel grows, the more views we get, right? And so let's go back into the case study. So based off of this niche, we started putting together keywords that we wanted to build our channel around. And I can come in here and kind of give you an example. So we go in, we find every single keyword from all of our competitor channels, we call them comp channels. We find all the keywords they're using, we sort them, we filter them, and we create a final Excel sheet that gives us the exact search volume, the competition level, and an overall score. And then we make notes if we're gonna do a video, and also the audience. So the good way to build a channel is to also think about, if someone is interested in football and they're interested in sports, that doesn't mean they're just watching sports all day. They're also interested in personal development. So who do they listen to for mindset? Do they listen to Joe Rogan for mindset or personal development? Do they listen to Jim Rohn? Who do they listen to for mindset? Who do they listen to for finances? Like, do they want to make money online? Are they trying to make money with stock trading, crypto, NFTs? So they also listen to a certain influencer or read certain books around that. And then relationships. Are they married? Are they single? Do they have kids? Who do they listen to for relationship and love advice? And then also fitness. Are they interested in keto, paleo diet, right? So we want to see the person as a 4D type of deal. And so that's why I have this in orange, because now I'm also understanding, based off these keywords and my niche, they're also interested in this influencer, this channel as well. And that helps me with the content. And so now we know what type of videos to make. We know what type of keywords to use based off the search volume and based off the competition score. And so that's what led me to the keywords here that I built around the channel. So this is how we get traction early with a channel, because if YouTube knows that your channel is about these certain things, it makes it easier for YouTube to push your videos to the right viewer, which makes it easier for your channel to blow up really quickly. So once we start priming our channel with keywords, we then start getting ready for the content. And I call this the viral content planner. And you can see here, we already have over 70 videos ready to go, but we don't use all these right away, right? So we only start with like the first 10. And so we have specific keyword column, and all we're doing is taking a video that went viral already from our competitor channels, our comp channels. And we put the title here, then we put an example video here, and then we put the thumbnail here. So we're breaking down the video from title to thumbnail, and then we have our broad keywords. So any keywords that are on that channel that they're using, we paste them here, and then we have the competitors' names, and then we have links to those channels, and then we have their emails, so we can reach out to them later, maybe acquire them, or reach out for partnerships where they can actually do end screens for us, and I'll talk about that later. And so ultimately this content plan ends up being our piece of how we eventually start testing the content, as you're going to see with the channel. So next, now you have a viral content planner, you're going to need a team that can create this content. So there's many places you can find a team. You can find a team on Fiverr. You can hire the creators from Upwork, Twitter, Reddit, Facebook, Instagram. Now, we have over 100 in-house writers, editors, voice actors, thumbnail designers, because I've been doing this for 4 years. So I've built a reputation. People know that I'm in this space. They reach out. So building a brand helps. But also, if you don't build a brand, you're going to have to go out and recruit. You're going to have to go to Fiverr, Upwork, and it's going to be some pains, right? Because remember, this is a business. Now, if you do YouTube automation and you have my company build the channel for you, you don't have to worry about those headaches. But if you're trying to build this on your own and build a business on your own and do this, it's going to take time. It is a business. So you're going to have to go out, hire people, fire people, manage people, all the above. So with us, we're able to build a channel really quickly because we have a big team, right? So we're always putting out content. We can hop into any niche at any time. Now, once you have your team ready, we now want to break the video down piece by piece. So starting with the title, and a title is just your idea and topic, and you give this to the writer. So they're going to bring it to life for you. So I'll show you an example. So we took every viral video title and we pasted it into a Google Doc, and then we look for buzzwords. So it looks like a lot right now, but we break it down to what is really happening in this title. Like, for example, scientists terrify new discoveries in Greenland. So what really happens is scientist is a keyword, terrifying new discoveries, those are keywords, and Greenland is a buzzword, right? All these are buzzwords. So what we can do is we can use this same type of title for our new video, and we can change out Greenland for something else. Or we can say, instead of scientists terrifying new discoveries, we can say scientists are frightened from new discoveries in Greenland. Right? We can change up the words. That creates a whole new idea. We call this the red ocean, blue ocean marketing strategy. So a red ocean is crowded, it's bloody, a lot of people in there, it's money there, right? Let's think about weight loss and fitness. So many people in this niche, so many people making money with this in this niche, it's crowded. How do you create a blue ocean? Well, you create another lane for yourself. So instead of saying how to lose weight, you say how to lose weight fasting for 24 hours, how to lose weight on keto, how to gain muscle on keto. So now you sub-niche, you create a new lane, you create a new ocean, and it's blue and it's perfect, it's clear, you're the only one there. So that's all we're doing with these title strategies and these topics, is creating new video ideas using buzzwords. Next piece of the puzzle is the thumbnail. So the thumbnail is supposed to sell the video idea and the topic, and also you're going to need a great thumbnail designer for this piece. And so you can come in here and see that we have every proven video, every viral video in our niche from our competitors, we have their thumbnail. So you can click here and see, so the thumbnail designer can see exactly what we're looking for, right? We don't want the same exact thing, but if this worked, we want to create something that's very similar, right? So they're able to go in there and see exactly the type of thumbnail we want. And then next we have the example video. So you can come in here and see, if you click here, there's an example video for them to watch. So this is going to be really helpful for the voice actor and the editor. Next thing we want to do is we want to test. So now that we have everything needed, we have everything bundled together, we have our team, we have our titles, we have our thumbnail ideas, we have example videos, we now can test, right? And so now I want to show you exactly what we're doing for our partner. And this is actually live. We just uploaded a video today. It's already gotten 8 views. Now, what I want to show you here is, look at this. In 28 days, this channel is only a month old, if that. 556 subscribers. So that means that we're doing something right. Views, over 70,000 views, watch hours, 4,000 watch hours, and last 48 hours we're still getting 1,000 views plus just from older videos. So let's go to earn, so you can see the monetization process right now for this channel. So we've already hit the watch hours. This is consistent growth. So we didn't use any bots. We didn't pay for any traffic, paid traffic or anything. This is all organic growth. So you can see he's over 50% of the way there. He's definitely going to get it. Now all we have to do is just continue to upload. So let's go to content. So you can see here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 videos have been uploaded. I was going to go to the most viewed here. One video, 54,000 views, getting a ton of likes there, ton of engagement. Another video, almost 10,000 views. Another video, 4,000. So I want you to understand, this doesn't happen the first day you upload, right? Our first upload, we're going to go to date. Our first upload was February 1st, right? So that got 8,900 views, but that didn't happen right away. Right? Like it didn't happen right away. It actually, the first 5 videos weren't getting any traction at all. And then YouTube automatically knew, because of supply and demand, that people like this content. Let's put the views here, right? And so we're gonna go over analytics, what we're testing for actually, right? So when we're testing, the main thing we're looking for is impressions, views, click-through rate, and AVD, average view duration. So let me go through what these mean because it's very important. So impressions is, if you get on the homepage, if you go to Netflix right now and go to the homepage, you see the top 10, you see different things. That's an impression. You saw it, but did you click on it? Did you actually view it? Now, if they actually click on the video and view it, that counts as a view. And so the click-through rate is just a percentage that's given to let us know how many impressions we're getting and how are those impressions turning into views, and then it gives us a click-through rate. And click-through rate is just the best way to say attention meter. Are we getting attention, and what's our attention score? So 7% is average, right? We like to be above 7% because if you're above 7%, YouTube is more than likely going to push your videos. People are viewing it, they're clicking it, and so that means they like your video idea, they like your title, they like your thumbnail. And the next thing is AVD, average view duration. This is, are you keeping attention? So click the rate, getting attention, average view duration, are you keeping it? So are people actually staying on the videos and watching? So let's actually go through some metrics here on the channel. So we're gonna go to lifetime. So you can see over 70,000 views. We got the watch hours, top view content. Let's go to content. So 752,000 impressions. Click-through rate is 6.6%. So we're a little bit below average here. So that lets us know right away, because we're only just 9 videos in. We start with 10 to test. So this lets us know right away we can improve on thumbnail. So that now we know, we go to the team, go to the thumbnail designer and work with him more. Like say, hey, let's stick closer to what's working on these viral videos, because right now our click-through rate is a little low. We need to increase this. The next thing I'm looking at is average view duration. So our videos are 8 minutes long, 8 to 12 minutes. So if it's 8 minutes long, then you want at least 40%, right? So that means that if you get 4 minutes average view duration, that means 50% is what you're hitting, which is great, right? But we're at 40% right now, so not too bad. Next thing I look for is the curve here in our videos, right? So this should be healthy. If it just drops straight down, that's bad. It should have this type of decline to it over time, right? Because naturally, everybody's not gonna watch the videos. But if the curve is really healthy like this, that means we're good to go, right? Videos, people are liking the videos, the content isn't bad, it's engaging. Next thing I'm looking for is, how are people finding our videos? Because YouTube is a real estate company. I'll say this once, I'll say it again. There's few places you can show up on YouTube. Suggested video. So this is what I like to call hijacking traffic. So if channels that have 1 million views or 1 million subscribers, this means that YouTube is pushing our videos on their channel. So now if people are interested in this type of content, people can see our videos and click on ours. So we're just getting suggested video traffic. Also, there's a thing called up next. So if someone watches a video, there's usually at the end of it, there's an up next. So YouTube is pushing our videos. They're helping us out. Next, we have browse features. So this is YouTube's homepage. 28% of our views are coming from that. We like this to be higher than suggested usually, because that means that YouTube is pushing us on the homepage and we're getting millions of impressions. So what's happening is this channel is still new. So YouTube is still trying to figure out, are we going to be uploading consistent content? Can they trust us? And so since our channel is primed with those keywords, we're getting majority of our views from suggested. That's a good thing. So now when YouTube learns that we're actually consistent with content, they're going to push us to the homepage. So then we'll be getting 50-50 around that, or 60-40, and we'll get way more views, and this client will get way more revenue. And then YouTube search. So we're not getting any YouTube search right now. So that just means that we haven't primed our channel with keywords all the way, which is okay, because when you're testing, you don't want to go through all the trouble of optimizing your descriptions, optimizing your channel description and video description, because you're just trying to test right now. All right, so now let's look at our audience. So we have over 55,000 unique viewers. So this means people that just come in and they just kind of watch a video and they never come back. And we have 14 returning viewers. So this is really good. We of course want to see this grow. This means we're building an audience. So right now we don't have many videos that are really growing our audience, but that's just because the channel, once again, is still fairly new. Our geography. So where's our audience coming from? United States. Half is United States. That's very good, because of course once this channel gets monetized, it's going to make some good revenue. Also majority male, and then majority of our audience is coming from 65 plus. So 45 to 65 plus, that's good, because they spend money, which means we're going to have a high RPM, which means we're going to make a lot of revenue once this channel gets firing. And then also another thing I look for is content that our audience is also watching. This helps me find competition channels that we didn't know about, right? So right now we have 5 days ago, 3 days ago, so we can start finding other video ideas from channels that are actually winning right now. And so what we'll do is we'll just put them into our content plan, and we'll start creating content around these videos as well. So let's see here. What else did I want to... So that's the test, right? So you can get a look at the channel. We went through the numbers. You see the content. If we want, we can also look at our highest viewed video and go to the analytics and kind of just see, why is this video working? So this one video brought us 54,000 views, 475 subs. It's getting, YouTube is recommending it. So all the views are coming from, remember I talked about up next, and then also majority is coming from YouTube home. And so we're getting basically a lot of help from YouTube because we have good content. 566,000 impressions, 6.9% click-through rate, so almost at that 7%. And then also suggested videos. So yeah, most of our views are coming from suggested. And also, what do we look for? Other content suggested in our videos. And then YouTube. So YouTube is a funnel. So once you understand YouTube's funnel, you can really start making better content. You can see here the funnel, it's shown, it's an actual funnel. Impressions, views, watch time. So impressions, people that are coming in contact with your videos, are they clicking? That turns to views, and then views turn into how long are they watching, right? And so that turns into average view duration, which this was a good average view duration. It's, let's see here, 3 minutes and 50 seconds, 43%. So we like to be at 40%, we're there, and then our curve looks good. And so when you understand these metrics, that's really what YouTube is about. This is the stuff that no one wants to talk about. This is how you really grow a channel quickly. You have to put in the time, and this takes time, it takes work, it takes energy, it takes effort. And I put in the time, I put in the effort. It takes skill sets that you have to build over time. Next, if you truly understand this funnel, you understand what YouTube values. And so when you understand what YouTube values, you can make better videos. So let's get back over here to the case study. So once we start testing, which we're still in test phase, you're always in test phase. But right now we're in a unique position because this channel is blowing up pretty quickly. So now we can start optimizing. So we optimize our click-through rate, right? We're already gonna talk to the thumbnail designer and do some better thumbnails. How do we increase this average view duration, right? We start talking to our script writer, we start talking to the editor, make sure they're not using too much stock footage, make sure that they're optimizing their scripts. And we also go find other viral channels, viral videos, and we transcribe their scripts. And so we see what are they doing really well. So we break down those scripts with our writers and our editors. The next thing we look at is unique viewers and returning. Are we getting a ton of returning viewers? Are we building an audience? And then, of course, we break down our titles and our topics. What titles are working? Why are they working? Right? So we come back here. This title is what scientists discovered in the Amazon forest scares the entire world. So we'll just come back to this and make it make it better, right? So we would say maybe next time we wouldn't do Amazon forest. Maybe next time we would do the Sahara Desert or Lake Mead or something different, right? Let's see here. Next, we're going to go into, once again, the scripts, making the scripts better and the edits. So once we optimize, we can then scale, right? So because this is hands off for our partner, he now can scale. So the way we scale, one way is double down. So instead of uploading one video a day or we usually do on this channel, we've been doing 2 to 3 uploads a week. We could start doing a video every day. So we could do 7 uploads. That'll be like 28 to 30 videos for the month, or we can double down and do 2 videos a day. And so that would increase to 60 videos, which would increase the revenue, of course, because more views is more revenue. We can also do in-screen. So we can go reach out to channels in our niche like this one, and we can pay them. We can email them and ask them to give us an in-screen. A channel like this wouldn't make sense, but a channel with 1 million subs would make sense. And so now we can just increase our revenue by hijacking other people's audiences and paying them for that. Next, we can scale with quality. So we can improve the team. So right now our partner's paying $75 per video. We can increase what he's paying per video and make the quality even better, which would make of course, more viewers come. And then next we can acquire channels. So he can now acquire other channels in this niche to start creating one big archaeological discovery channels. And so he can acquire channels to scale even faster. Next, he can also build. So he can start building another channel in the same niche and use this channel to grow that channel. Another way that we can scale is brands and sponsors. So brands and sponsors will actually reach out. So museums and different companies that are trying to reach the audience we have, they can reach out to us and we can do a 30 to 45-second ad placement, and we get paid anywhere between $800 to $10,000 on some of our channels for ad placements. And then next we can do print on demand. So we can start doing coffee mugs, we can start doing sandals, t-shirts through our YouTube channel and start selling apparel, so that can bring in another stream of revenue. And then affiliate. So we can go find some affiliate offers that have to do with museums and amazing science discoveries, and we can put that in our description and start cash flowing from affiliate as well. So this is the 5 steps, the 5 pillars to starting and growing a YouTube automation business. I hope you guys enjoyed it. There was no fluffiness, got straight to the point. This is the raw, the nitty gritty, understanding those KPIs, understanding those metrics. I hope you enjoyed it. If you would like more of these videos, please subscribe to the channel, like and comment what you learned. If you would like us to build a channel for you, or maybe you're interested in learning how to do this yourself and you want to join our consultancy program, what we call the YouTube Accelerator, where we teach you how to build these channels, then what I want you to do is just click here. You can click the link in the description, or you can click the link on this document and schedule a call. It'll be a 15-minute. We'll go through your goals, see where you want to be at, because we don't do this for everyone. We're very selective and we protect our IP, because I know what we have here. No one's doing this. No one's buying channels. No one's scaling channels, flipping channels, building from scratch. We're now getting into Snapchat. Everyone wants to talk a good game, but no one's showing their channels and actually showing their back end. And so if you want to be a part of what we're building and you want to get in at the ground level, before we scale to the moon, scale too quickly, schedule a call. We'd love to talk. We'd love to hear about your goals and what you enjoyed about this training. So I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget, comment, like, and subscribe.